Karen has got to be the most disrespected character in all of SpongeBob, and nobody talks about it. But after what I just watched, I need to vent because this episode is actually messed up on so many levels. So there's this episode where Karen is just trying to cook some chum, right? And let me just say, cooking chum is like trying to make a 5-star meal out of literal trash. But she's out here doing her best. She's in the kitchen working her circuits off, trying to turn this dumpster juice into something that won't poison the few customers they actually get at the chum bucket. But then Plankton rolls up, and instead of being grateful that his wife somehow managed to make this garbage look halfway decent, he's actually mad at her because she made chum pie instead of chum stir fry. Like, bro, are you serious right now? The difference between chum pie and chum stir fry is literally just how you arrange the same nasty ingredients, and this man is out here complaining like she ruined his entire day. And Karen, being the patient computer wife, tries to explain that she's running on full capacity, so recalling every little demand from Plankton isn't exactly possible. But does Plankton care? Of course not. He's too busy cooking up yet another plan to steal the Krabby Patty formula, which, let's be real, is gonna crash and burn like all the others. Now here's where it gets messed up, because instead of fixing the issue like a normal partner, Plankton straight up swaps her out for a brand new upgrade. And the new Karen looks all sleek and modern, like she's the iPhone to regular Karen's flip phone. But here's what really pisses me off. Karen didn't even do anything wrong. Her only crime was having a full hard drive, which is literally a technical issue that could be fixed in 5 minutes. But Plankton's too much of a narcissist to see that. So regular Karen tries to defend herself, and honestly, good for her. She tries to zap Plankton in the next week, but then Karen 2.0 just shuts her down completely and throws her in a trash box like she's some broken appliance. And that's it. Years of marriage, loyalty, and support reduced to literal garbage. And I'm watching this like, bro, this is actually sad. Meanwhile, SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs are walking by when they see the free box. Of course, Mr. Krabs can't pass up anything that doesn't cost money, even if it's someone's heartbreak left out on the curb. They haul Karen back to the Krusty Krab and plug her in. When she powers up, she's a mess, hurt, confused, and clearly not okay. And honestly, who would be? SpongeBob tries to help, but he's SpongeBob, so he just ends up making it worse. He's like, oh yeah, Plankton replaced you with a newer model, like it's no big deal. Karen's already upset, and that just sends her further down. Then she looks out the window and sees Plankton having what looks like a romantic dinner with the new Karen. That's it. That's the moment it really hits her. Watching your husband play happy with your replacement? That's just cruel. So Karen's like, I never want to see that man again. And she starts working at the Krusty Krab. And honestly, it's good for her. The next day, Squidward shows up to work and finds Karen sitting at his register. Mr. Krabs tells him he's being replaced because Karen's more efficient, and mostly because she's free, which honestly is the most Mr. Krabs thing ever. He really just automated Squidward out of a job to save a few bucks. Squidward thinks he's finally gonna catch a break, but no, this greedy crab just assigns him to bathroom duty instead. Like, why doesn't Squidward just quit? I swear his life would be so much better literally anywhere else, but whatever. But then things get really interesting because Plankton shows up hiding inside Karen 2.0 like some kind of creepy stalker, and when he sees regular Karen working at his rival's restaurant, he completely panics. The two Karens start going at it, throwing these savage insults like washed up analog has-been and glorified vacuum cleaner. And I'm like, dang, these computers really know how to hurt each other where it counts. Mr. Krabs, being the capitalist he is, immediately starts charging customers to watch the fight because in his mind, everything is a business opportunity, even robot domestic disputes. The whole Krusty Krab turns into like an underground fighting ring, but with computers. And honestly, I would probably pay to see that too. But then something happens that completely changes the game. Karen 2.0 accidentally crushes Plankton under her weight, and regular Karen, without even thinking twice, jumps in to save him. Like, this woman just went through the worst breakup in cartoon history, got replaced, discarded, and humiliated, and she's still willing to risk everything to save the man who did that to her. And I'm watching this like, bro, that's some unconditional love right there. Plankton finally gets it. Like, actually gets it. He looks at Karen 2.0, realizes how badly he screwed up, and just pulls her battery out without even thinking. Uses it to power up the real Karen. She comes back online thinking the whole thing was just a bad dream. And for once, Plankton doesn't say something dumb or ruin the moment. He just stands there, kind of in shock, like, damn, I almost lost her. Then they just leave together. No big speech, no drama, just two weirdos walking home. But then, and I swear I'm not making this up, Mr. Krabs takes what's left of Karen 2.0, all the broken pieces, and makes Squidward wear it, like a full-on mask, just so he can keep working the register. It's not even subtle. That's literally putting on the face of a dead robot and pretending nothing happened. It's so creepy, but also so Mr. Krabs. He really looked at a corpse and went, yeah, we can still use that. And honestly, can we talk about how Karen 2.0 wasn't even the villain? She didn't ask to be part of this weird love triangle. She was literally programmed to be Plankton's perfect wife. That was her entire purpose, to replace someone else. She didn't betray Karen. She was built to be her. That's not evil, that's tragic. She exists for like, what, one episode? And then she gets destroyed. That might be the shortest and saddest character arc in SpongeBob history. Meanwhile, the real Karen has been putting up with Plankton's nonsense for decades. Think about it. She listens to all his dumb plans, runs his failing business, backs him up every single time, and never gets any credit. She's the definition of loyal. And when he finally goes too far and literally replaces her, she still ends up saving him. She's just built like that. No grudge, no revenge plot, just pure loyalty. The more I think about it, the more this episode feels like a low-key masterclass in how not to treat the people who ride for you. Plankton had someone who was there through everything. Someone who supported him even when he had no real plan, just vibes and bad ideas, and he threw it away for a newer model. All because he thought he could upgrade something that was already irreplaceable. And Karen still forgave him after all of it, which just proves she's got more heart than he ever will, even though she's literally a computer. What's wild is that Karen has shown up in all these different versions over the years. Steampunk machine, medieval crystal ball, even as a real fish. And yet this version, the one who's heartbroken and cast aside, hits the hardest, because in that moment, she's not a machine. She's not comic relief. She's someone who's been hurt, and we feel it. Honestly, Karen deserves way more respect. She's not just a background character or a plot device. She's one of the most emotionally complex characters in the whole show, and episodes like this prove it. She's the one holding everything together while everyone else is falling apart. Karen's the unsung hero of SpongeBob, and it's about time we started giving her the credit she's earned.